little LM106 we've been wheeling, and it's going to get wheeled a little bit harder in the coming months. Now, we haven't put that front locker in or put any of the strong stuff in it yet. Obviously, the way it is now, it does need momentum to get up some of the obstacles that we're going to have in front of us. So spares is going to be a good option for us to have. How good's Marketplace? So we picked up a complete LM106 housing. It came with a drop drag link and a pair of pretty cool EFS springs. Where am I going to store it, you ask? So the only issue is the old owner, he didn't know what model it came out of. So we don't know what ratio that is. I don't know if I'm able to use that as a spare, as we run a 456 and we don't have the luxury of the placard under the bonnet to give us the code. Last couple of models of LM106s, as mine is, are 45s. So how good would it be if this was a late model? There's no other way that I can tell by looking at it to pull the CVs out and then pull the center out, count the teeth. There is another way. I'm just going to show you guys how you can tell the ratio inside this center by rotating the axles. So the compliance plate under the bonnet there with transaxle, we have G895. Now the G goes throughout the range, just meaning an 8-inch ring gear. The 89 designates that it's a 4-5 ratio, which means it's got 41 teeth on the crown wheel and 9 on the pinion. And then the 5 apparently denotes a limited slip diff. So we've got a locker in the rear, but that's what the 5 stands for. And then we'll have a look in Bullet Truck when we get back to the garage and see what the difference is, because I believe that had a 4.3 in it from factory. A lot of information came out of the old compliance plates. Quite different to the new school vehicle. Talk about old school, we got keys, we've even got a glow light, quarter windows, window winder, but then when you're waiting for parts, and what we broke over the weekend, that's how we used to open our doors. No, that's not AI, I'll show you. Yes, it works. And the compliance plate for Bullet Truck, oh, they're not there. That's right. So we got taken off and put up somewhere safe, so its identity was never stolen. In amongst Penrite, Trail Gear, Longfield, Toyota and the Eels. A little bit hard to read, but it's a G285. So different to the little white one. Again, the G representing the 8-inch ring gear, but the 2.8 now represents that it's a 4.3 ratio. So Bullet's an earlier model than the new one that we picked up. And I was just thinking, how would that bonnet go? I know it's a little bit creased. We might iron it out and put it on the single cab for its next run up to the subscriber weekend up at TJ's. The bonnet scoop and stickers, that would be cool footage. What do we think? We'll get ourselves a white texter, and I'm going to put a mark on the disc right there. So that's going to coincide with the end of that. Center to center. I'm going to rotate the disc around till it comes back to the mark, and we're going to count how many times that white mark comes back to the center of that. So that's 1, 2, and we're coming up to that spot there. So that's 1 revolution and we're just over 2. So we're going to run a second revolution. So that's 3. Now obviously it's going to hit the 4 because these come out either with a 4.3 or a 4.5. So that's come back up, and that's 4 revolutions of the drive shaft, and we've still got a little ways to come up before those 2 marks line up. So for this to be a 4.5, 4.5, that needs to be down here at 6 o'clock. So we'll take this up. I'm hoping it's a 4.5, but it looks like it's short of turning 4.5 times, needed to be down here. So 98% sure that that's a 4.3 center. So that's another way of checking your ratios without pulling it all apart if you're unsure. So obviously we've got it on the back of a tray. We've got no drive shaft on it and we've got no wheels on it. But if you were to have the vehicle on the ground, you just have to jack up the tire. You would mark the center of your tire to the center of your guard. You'd obviously put a bit of tape there so you're not marking that. And then you'd have a friend at the bottom counting the tail shafts turning. But believe it or not, these 1GD 2.8 autos are 4.3 as well. So that's a very low ratio for the 79 because the V8s are 3.9 and I believe, but I haven't driven one yet, that the manuals are a 4.1. So that's crazy. I don't know why you would buy a manual with a 4.1 ratio. I mean, off-road, that would be terrible. It'd be worse than this little thing bouncing around.
How's the milk? Has it?
Milk fell over. Is that a penalty?
Yep.
You can catch me. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little tips and tricks segment. And as always, thanks for watching.